It's such an ABC. Here I go. It's all about super duper truck rattler. Stand together. It's good for the She Shed Show. Okay. 2021 season 2.
Damn.
Episode 3 is going down.
Hey. Shout out to my girl Skyra Bliss. This is her song Natural.
I'm so natural.
Hey.
I'm just a natural. So
ready?
Natural. Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
Look at me.
She Shed Show. Season 2. Super Duper Trunk Rattler. Episode 3.
Hey.
Ooh, this has been a week, hasn't it?
Already.
Yes.
Shout out to Bada Coliseum for tuning in.
Shout out to Tati Dior.
Yeah, shout out to Tati. You dig? That was her song Flossie that we were listening to before.
Flossie,
right.
Yeah.
It wasn't playing on the thing though. I didn't turn it on to Skyra Bliss song.
Yeah.
But shout out to Tati Dior. You know they came last night.
Did they?
For the Man Cave show.
Oh, I thought I did see her.
Girl,
it was
it was the most. You know how Guala is.
I know, I love
him
so
he
much.
Swears up and down that I stole the She Shed show from him.
I know that they're connected by the name.
He said I stole the She Shed show from him.
Was he gonna have one?
It's such a long story. We won't get into it tonight.
Yeah,
we won't get into it tonight.
He's awesome.
He is. He has his moments for sure. Yeah. Shout out to Guala and the Guala team. Last night he was just trying to ruffle my fucking feathers, and he did. And I was not in the mood.
I love Guala. That's my boy, no doubt,
for sure.
Yeah, he's so he's just a pillar of the community and young like that. Right. He brought me on the show. He got me interested in the radio and everything, and here I am. You know. He really is an inspiration. Shout out Guala. Shout out Guala Gang.
Yeah, Guala LG.
Guala Hollow.
Guala season Obama.
Already. Obama. Shout out Obama.
Right.
That's my boy too. They both be doing some major moves in the hood.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. All that they do. But this ain't about them. This is about the She Shed. Fuck that.
She Shed.
Women's shit. Women's things.
And what is She Shed Show? Is this the stuff that we talk about when we leave our families and go in the backyard in our She Shed Show?
I guess that's what niggas is talking about. What you talking about in yours?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the She Shed Show has a lot to do with what women do when they have to leave their husbands in the house or their boyfriends or their girlfriends or whatever, their kids and all their problems and whatnot, and that they have a separate space where they're able to create and meditate and think and
just be great and flourish
without
the extra energies and pressures that the families bring.
No doubt. So I had some questions for you, Lovey.
What? I
sure did. There were some things I kind of wanted to know a little bit about you.
Oh, shit. Okay. What is these questions you have to ask for me today?
Yeah.
You done brought out my African lady.
Yeah,
what are these things you have to ask on me today?
I heard you rap.
What? Who told you that, girl?
I heard you.
Who you heard me rapping at? I mean, where you?
You was on I guess they were.
Ain't nobody doing no damn arts and crafts in the She Shed. Ahmad said we supposed to be doing arts and crafts in the She Shed. What's wrong with him?
We got arts and crafts.
Yeah, I was over here rolling up this joint.
And we are artists, so,
right. We over here drinking these drinks.
Yeah.
That's artsy.
Very.
While you in our She Shed business, Ahmad. You ain't even show up to the show yesterday, Ahmad. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue.
Oh, he's on the show with Talaka.
Indeed. And look at you, knowing your people when you know them.
Oh, yeah. She had a topic on the other week. I think that was last week. She was talking about the bonnet.
Oh, the Bonnettes, girl.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
whatever y'all say it. Yeah, girl.
I said, word. She like that.
He said he gonna be all in the Kool-Aid tonight. Ahmad
Come
said
on,
that.
take a
You
sip.
play too much.
It's purple.
She said take a sip. I know that's right.
It's great.
Yeah, I started in music. You know, I do. I'm an artist at heart. Ultimately, I just was good at the business part. So yeah, you know, I got a mixtape floating around out there, and I did some features and some ciphers. You know, stuff like that.
No, I heard you. I was really surprised.
Were you? What song did you hear?
I heard you freestyling on an intermission.
What? What you mean?
Freestyling on the intermission.
Oh, okay. She's like, that's what I mean.
That's exactly what I mean. You was on that intermission and you just let go on a little beat.
Oh, man. They catch me slipping every now and then. Now, they'll catch me. They'll catch me every now and again.
This is my question to you, though.
Okay.
When'd you learn how to rap?
I'm a writer, a poet. I've always written and wrote poetry. Rapping came natural to me. Music came natural to me. So I can't say that it's something that you learn more than something that you just develop. Yeah. Once you discover it's a skill set, or once you feel passionate enough about it, you know, you're like, oh shit, let me, you know, do this or do that.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. What are your topics?
About what I rap about?
Yeah.
Well, because I was on some featured artist type shit, I didn't really have to come up with topics. All I had to do was listen to their song, and you know, they tell me what the song is essentially about, and it was easy for me to just write.
Stick it right on.
Right, yeah. Exactly. But when I did do my own song, it was called Don't Tell Me No. Uh-oh. And I wrote it because my ex had made me very upset, and I hate being told. He would tell me no, and I hated it. So I really wrote a song called Don't Tell Me No, and it was super, super live. Don't tell me no, nigga. It was super live.
I love that already.
Right, for sure. Well, I'm going to let you talk to the people for a couple seconds because I got to take care of something real quick. So I'm going to be right back, but I'm going to leave y'all with the trunk rattler. And they taking the trunk rattling a little too far. So I'll be right on back. So go ahead, Leslie, do your thing.
I sure will. So I'm really glad that everybody has joined me this evening. I am one less co-host this evening. My girl True Lucky was not able to make it this evening, so I'm sending her peace and light, hoping that everything is okay with her, and I hope that she returns next week. She's a really great host, and I sure miss her. I really haven't had very much chance to talk to everybody to let them know what it was that I was doing. I had the She Show in mind a few months ago after connecting with my boy LG, Guala Gang. And he put me on the radio show, and I thought it was really, really cool, you know, that somebody could just come out and express how they feel and talk about topics that people relate to. So I felt like, let me give it a shot. There's lots of stuff that I like to talk about, have lots of topics to, you know, share with the people. And I really hope that, you know, you guys will kind of tap in a little bit. Let me know how I'm doing. Give me some feedback, answer my questions. You know, let me know if you're really feeling it. I'm pretty sure you are, though, anyway. But, you know, I have some commenters here that are letting me know that I'm doing pretty good. So I appreciate that shout out. And then also, it looks like they want to know a little bit more about me. Okay. Okay. My name is Leslie by government, Super Duper Trunk Rattler on this show, She Shed. And, you know, I'm into a lot of things, you know. I like music, I like art, I like writing, I like news, I like politics. I'm an avid ancestry researcher. I have located over 1,000 family members dating back to 1817.
Really?
I'm able to go back 13 generations, which is astronomical for Black people who have come out of slavery here in the United States. It's very difficult to get past like the 8th or 9th or 10th generation, but I've I flew past that in about a year. And by year 2, I was 10, 11 generations back. I've been able to reach far, far, far back. I've got a couple of really um, famous ancestors.
Ooh, like whom?
Paul Bryce.
Okay.
He made national news. Right after slavery, he and his wife, Amanda, they were on their ranch with their children at night out in Elgin, Bastrop County, Texas. And Wild Bill Longley.
Is that the Western?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
The Western rebel that was going around
doing
all kinds of crazy stuff.
So is he like an uncle of yours? Or like...
This would be my great uncle, Paul Bryce. And Wild Bill rolled up on his property, shot him 2 times in the stomach, killed him on the spot, and stole his horses.
Who did?
Wild Bill.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like the idea of black cowboys.
Mm-hmm. I got a black cowboy, Cuba. Cuba's a cowboy. He was 5 years old when he was brought to the U.S. from Cuba, obviously. Mm-hmm. And he grew up to be a ranch hand, cowboy, chaps, lasso, driving cattle. I guess probably making some damn good beans.
Right.
We love beans.
Right?
Yeah. But
that's pretty awesome, though. I mean, to be able to go back that far anyway.
No doubt. Yeah, I got other topics, too, that I'm really interested in. For one, I'm really interested in art. I definitely like some of the local artists here in Houston. Shout out Designing with Sophia. She does nails. Ooh. Arnold Palmer, he does art. And
Arnold Palmer is a drink.
It is.
Said the alcoholic.
That's what it is.
Look, said the alcoholic. That's me.
Other artists too here in Houston. The Artist Collective downtown, they work with the Shape Center. They sponsor a lot of artists down there. Lots of great art comes out of there.
Mm-hmm. So females aren't just in the she shed doing arts and crafts. They looking at art and crafting up a plan to deal with you niggas.
Yeah, I think that art is the way to express yourself.
I agree.
We have a mathematical side, and then we have a whimsical side, and those 2 sides kind of work in conjunction with one another. You have your mathematical side, which is your rational side, dealing with the world, mm-hmm. handling the pressures. And then you have your whimsical side, that's the emotional side, the side that you express from. So, art is, obviously the way we express. And that's music or anything you can create. Everything's an art when you're creating.
Yeah.
So, Lovey.
Yes.
How many shows do you have on?
How many who?
How many shows do you have here?
How many shows do we have here? Let's see. We have the Random Thought, which is really it'll be an extension of the Countdown, which is simply like the verses, which we started with Verse Sunday. Okay. And then Monday we have the Zydeco show, which will be back in August, and we have the Good, the Good, the Real, and the BS.
I like that.
Yeah, that's their show. Pretty dope. Shout out to Arilla. And then on Tuesday, of course, we have Talaka's Tavern. Shout out to Talaka. And we have the Guala Man Cave show on Tuesdays. And of course, tonight, Dana wants you to sing for her. Dana Kane said, sing for me. Oh, shit. Come on now.
Yeah. I'm gonna sing a song.
Oh, no, ma'am. She hit there. Oh, wow. I'm going to turn on the comments so that they can see the comments or whatever. So, of course, Wednesday, you guys. And then we have the Battle Rap show.
Battle Rap.
Yeah, which is Bar Babies Radio. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow night, we have Jam and the Cram at Thursdays, followed by Hustlers Radio. And then on Friday, we have Real with Rillos. And starting on the 1st, we'll have Elixir back for Cocktails and Confessions time. Ooh. And we also have a new show called A Doll's Survival Guide. Survivor's Guide.
Survival Guide.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes. And it's going to just be talking about, different things we as women should do in certain circumstances and stuff like that. It's going to be fashion and beauty. It's hosted by, her name is Brittany.
Brittany?
Yes. She actually did my hair and my lashes.
Pretty.
Yeah, she's awesome. So she also does body contouring and, all kinds of like little different stuff. So I'm pretty excited about bringing her on board.
Yeah. Talk to her, see if she'd like to come on the She Shed Show. I'd love to interview her.
Yes, we will definitely have her on the She Shed Show. So that is definitely going to be in the works. Shout out to my girl, Brittany. Brittany.
Dana can't say, man, don't make up
a song. Sing a real song, fool.
I'm getting tired of your shit.
Huh.
You don't ever buy me nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, she loved to hear me sing. She loved my voice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's one of my number one supporters right there.
Well, shout out to Dana. Thank you, Dana.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for being supportive.
Already.
I really am focused on, I really want to build a support system, like I was telling you. Not a support system, but like something that, is circular in energy where we can reciprocate and give and take and give, in moments where we're weak or vulnerable, or we feel uncomfortable or inadequate, you know what I'm saying? And it's just...
And that's what you're doing here?
No, I'm saying I want to, essentially that's what we've done, but I'm saying like on the female side.
On the female side.
Remember,
yeah, I think that we need some of that.
I do.
There's a whole lot of judgment out there, right? They love to try to point out all of our flaws, let us know what we're doing wrong. But I see so much of what Black women are doing right.
Right.
Some of my friends have started numerous businesses. We talk about buying homes. We talk about our investment portfolios. We're talking about the next phases in our businesses and becoming legitimized and branching out. I see a lot of really, really powerful Black women out here really doing it. The Thism and Jiggadale. Shout out Black women.
Yay. I wonder, what do you think is the biggest complaint that you've seen about us as Black women?
It's usually all about our anger.
Okay, anger.
They just love to try to say that we're so quick to jump off on folks and be so aggressive, but we have to have our guard up.
Right.
We got to have our guard up. If you don't, then you're gonna get footprints all up and down and sideways on your back. You're gonna be smut in the face because this world is just very competitive. And it's not just Black men that's doing it to us. It is the world in general.
Exactly.
And it's not just
So you think that's
women.
the complaint?
Oh, yeah.
That's the biggest complaint against, the biggest grievance against us is we're angry.
We are angry. The angry Black
woman. What do you think of it? Is it a stereotype?
I don't know.
Is it
legs, I think in the 70s or the 80s or something like that.
You think it goes back that far?
Yeah.
Really?
Black woman? Yeah, I think that.
The angry Black woman thing? The whole neck roll and I don't think it goes back.
Yep.
You think it goes back that far?
Probably 80s, 70s maybe. Yeah,
I don't think 70s. Because I think 70s we were like.
Nah, that's when child support came around. It was a whole lot of neck rolling back. Claudine in the trash, man. How she would.
Girl.
She told him to, I don't know.
Told him to call Tyrone. God damn.
Yeah.
Call him. Well, I agree with you.
Yeah, I love Black women though. I just don't like the ones that's messy and always trying to take, never want to give.
Why do you think they like that?
I don't know.
Yipsy.
I think that while our men was locked up, becoming institutionalized, I think we were out here becoming institutionalized too. we've been locked up in our own kind of cages too. Even though we've had access to do whatever it is that we want to do, we've had our glass ceilings.
And still do.
Yeah. But it's 2021. I mean, we got money in our pockets.
True.
And we looking good, and we've been exercising.
We've been drinking water. We growing out our edges.
Yeah.
We preserving our inner walls.
Without those walls.
Gotta preserve the walls.
Without the walls, though, we need that. But it's all kind of stuff going on here. We're creative too. I've seen Black women really just come to the stage with all kind of creative things. I've been seeing like DuVernay with producing and writing and getting things on the front stage. I mean, Tyler Perry really just stepping out.
Now that's a strong Black woman.
I needed that. Thank you. Yeah.
That's a strong Black woman, honey.
No, for real. Welcome to the system. You're welcome.
Okay, my dear. In my mind, I imagine him at home, like walking around with the Medea bodysuit on, like talking like, he do.
Those fuzzy slippers.
Yeah, fuzzy slippers.
Speaking of Tyler Perry, I heard he shook Oprah.
What you mean, sugar?
Yeah.
Come on, talk your shit, Leslie.
I heard that he broke away from Oprah and the OWN network.
Oh, network.
Big money move.
It's not like he did it. Right.
I think he's on the scale of creating his own platform, from beginning to end.
What I'm concerned is that they gonna pull a Bill Cosby and all these niggas is gonna come out the woodworks about how Tyler Perry sexually assaulted them, and then he gonna get locked up because he doing too much.
Probably.
They only, in the great words of the late Paul Mooney, they only let niggas have a little bit of fun.
They do.
Boy, Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney also said about those teachers. He said they don't want no damn apple.
Right.
They want some dick.
Right. They did. He did say that. If we go quote him, let's quote him. Let's quote him right.
I said to myself, what? I know so many teachers that they're so dedicated to their jobs. But then again, I've been reading some of those stories about those ladies getting with some of them black boys.
Yeah. And that kind of even goes to show you how black boys are looked at either as a threat or they're sexualized.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing as black women. We're looked at the exact same way. They
True.
think we're coming stealing. They think we're coming to be violent, and then they sexualize us so early. It don't make no sense. We can't get past 8, 9, 10 years old before, they looking at our little buds.
Yeah.
That's another day.
Another day,
another time.
Another day, another tale.
Yeah. But
I guess I agree with you though. I, as far as going back to the mad black woman situation, and then it's like, okay, if that's our stereotype, why are we mad? Like, did anybody ever think to ask the angry black woman, why, sister, are you mad?
I mean, we could roll out one of those scrolls with parchment paper and stuff.
No, not the parchment.
On sheepskin.
I'm not finna play with her.
Our gripe is old. Be careful. Wear gloves when you roll out that scroll.
Well, let's keep it semi-surface. Let's not get into the dermal of it, but let's look and be like, okay, well, what is the main thing?
Well, first off, slavery.
Okay.
What
are we mad about? Everyone's mad about slavery, but I'm just saying, like,
everybody's still upset about slavery, and we're not going to get over it until
ain't no getting over it.
Yeah,
ain't no until. It's just not getting over it. Like, how can what do you think?
I think that it's 2021, and there's some different types of minds being applied to the issue, and I don't think it's what it was 30 or 40 years ago. It's not as violent. It's not as marching up and down the street. It is more affecting the laws of our local and our state jurisdictions. And I think that we are moving forward at an intellectual quick pace. I've been looking at some writings of some of the politicos in Texas, and we're making some headway. I think that too. Barack Obama, we love to try to say that he didn't do nothing for black people, but he did.
Right.
He wrote that bill into legislation and got it passed that there should be no discrimination. And we haven't used that bill like we should. We could sue, collectively. Sue the United States government for what they have done to our ancestors, but we need writers to write those bills and to get those things passed. We need lobbyists, those who have passion about it, to speak for us collectively.
I don't see that. I don't see that being. I still feel like there's so many people in a position to keep us under their thumb that they'll only let us get so far, even government wise.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this is because if you look at how quickly they passed this anti-Asian hate crime bill,
right,
and we're of this country literally built on our backs, and there's no anything against for us as a black race, and there's still actual states that have state level laws that okay us to okay during basically the slavery times, basically during that generation. And it's like, when are we gonna how can we forget about or move past when it's literally still going on?
I mean, it comes down to writers. It comes down to organization. Those Asians that you speak of, they have strong lawyers. They have the financial means to support what they feel, and they were able to push that bill through. It was not our Caucasian friends or our whatever friends or whatever. It was the Asians that pushed that.
I'm just saying that
we can do it for ourselves. If we are going to use any kind of blueprint, it's going to be the LGBT. It's going to be the Asians that we need to follow there. Because
you got to know, but you got to know that it ain't about the blueprint. It's about us, us period. Like, they not going to let us get but so far. If you think that the Asians have more doctors or more success than we do, then that's crazy. I mean, we have more. I'm not saying more, but we have black doctors. We have everything that they have, except for
we have organization.
We even have organization. What we don't have
what is the NAACP doing for us at this point? If they're not writing legislation against discrimination against black people,
I don't know what they've been doing.
Reparations. If they're not doing that, we still support them every year. Send a little $50 donation, send a couple of kids to college or whatever they're doing with the freaking money. Shout out NAACP for having our backs for many, many centuries. Many decades.
Let's go back to organization though. Like, organizationally, I wouldn't say that we weren't organized. I would say that we're not a priority. We are organized.
No, we are not.
I think that they paint us in this way, but I believe that we really are organized. And I also believe that if we are, and we should continue to pretend that we are not, because the minute they think that we are, then that's when stuff gets flooded. That's when places turn into lakes. That's when Black Wall Streets get torn down. That's when, when they think that we got to damn near play dumb and play this role, just like as slaves. We played the dumb, oh, yes, sir, massa.
All of us.
I mean, everybody to a certain extent did, but
there's a lot of black ones went down.
Right. But that's not really, like sustaining. If they're not here,
sustaining, and they're not in but these are my heroes,
Right. But I'm saying, so you don't think, I mean, you don't think that people
have not made progress That's what you're looking at. This is the progress. Like, where are we looking at economically, socially,
exactly,
status wise?
And then why, though? You have to look at these things, and then why is it like that? And what has been done and what hasn't been done? And we have to look at the Asian situation as an example of the priorities of the United States and America.
Have to keep a positive mind too. We can only move forward if we look back. It'll make us cry. That's a very sore and sensitive spot for us. But
that's where the truth is. So we got to.
That is the truth. And Sankofa, I feel you. Turn around, say thank you, but moving forward, what are our plans? Collectively, like, what is it that we're doing? There is no organization. They have us spread apart into all these,
and that's what they keep us though, divided. Because as long as we're divided, we're controllable to them. I'm just saying for them.
That's our choice.
I wouldn't say that's our choice. It's our choice, but it's also like, let's go back to the Jim Crow. Let's go back to, them writing this plan to keep black people submissive and to keep black people in oppression. Like, this shit goes back.
Like, how
and
far
it's
back?
to basically the slavery days.
Slavery days, we're talking about what, 16?
Not even, I'm saying like,
talking about 14th
century, 15th century, 16th century. No, I'm like, it's not even that far
12th century.
Nigga, the 60s. Really?
You're talking about 1960? That was just yesterday.
That's what I'm telling. Exactly. When do you think the amendment was put into?
Well, first off, you really have to visit what we call currently today modernized Egypt, and the Levant, and all the warring that happened over there. If you don't visit there, then you won't understand here. Because what happened after the Levant was conquered, they had a way into Africa, which is where the slave trade started. And thus we're here, and we're scattered out all over the world, in Asia, North America, South America, Africa, Europe, wherever there is black faces today, that's where we ended up.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that brought us there, those are the ones that trafficked us. And we talk about sex trafficking. We love to bring up sex trafficking. All these girls, they just being locked up everywhere, and they're just being taken care of. Where was our trafficker laws at? When did they stop doing that?
And even still thinking about trafficking, even still, it is just now becoming. And shout out to Niecy Lamarck. I know she does a whole lot of work with that trafficking. She's the one been pushing this and took it out there and signed stuff with the governor. So shout out to her. Niecy Lamarck.
Look her up.
Definitely, that's my boo. That's my Oprah. That's what I call her. I'm her gal. We go way back, like 4 flats, but she's into the politics and stuff like that. She was trafficked herself. So she has a whole beautiful story, this awesome testimony, very motivational, so I just respect and appreciate that whole aspect of it. But I wanted to focus on the female, this is the She Shed. So let's talk about something, not let's talk about, but let's mention something positive about a black woman and about the black woman. We said that she was angry on the negative, quote unquote, negative side. And we talked about why she's angry.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about something good about a black woman.
Happy?
Yeah. Why she's happy, or just something good about Nipsey.
Oh, good. Here's a good one. As a black woman, I can travel in and out of this country with my passport. Nobody messes with me. I bring all kind of stuff back. I ship stuff back.
That's anybody can do that, friend.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about specifically.
One time, I was not allowed to do that, and I'm
the black woman,
Texas.
Specifically the black woman. Where was that? specifically the black woman.
We were not even allowed to be free in Texas, so I get to go out of the country with my passport. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Go out, have my fun, do my thing, buy my stuff, ship it back, come back. Nobody bothers me. So I'm happy about that. I know I am living my ancestors' dream.
Right. Well, maybe not. I guess maybe not what makes us happy, but like if anger is one of their characteristics, I'm saying what is a more positive, so to speak, about the black woman that you think?
We're more creative.
Okay.
We're more creative. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, sometimes I take a look at some of these hairstyles these ladies come up with. Man, they are able to express themselves through the crowns. Like, shout out every hairstylist, well, good one. Because, I am a member of the Houston Hair
Group. Bitch.
Oh,
okay. I got a motherfucking horror story about that.
They be in there just
and they will, and they should. I went in there one time.
They be in there tussling.
You ever got your hair did off of there?
Yes, I got some great stories.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to make that an episode. Awesome. Hair salon stories.
Yeah.
Mentally note that hair salon stories, and we can have different
Houston group.
Yes, stories. Yes, and we'll talk. We could probably bring in a hairstylist or something, and she can tell some of her stories.
And we're not gonna invite the ones that was in there brawling.
I don't know. I like them.
Well, bring on the brawling.
All right. I'm passionate about my hair. If you want to see me motherfucking cry, bitch, let my hair be fucked up.
Let my eyebrows be uneven.
Right. You want to see me cry in the car, son?
You want to make me mad? Not give me my oval shape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They gave me almond. And I asked for
oval.
Right, bitch.
I mean, you seen the pictures of the Oval Office.
But that ain't it.
This ain't oval.
Right.
I pay my money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Give me what I asked for.
I know, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I come in here, I show you a picture of what I want my hair to look like. Boom. I want it like that.
Right.
And if I pay my deposit, I want it back if you cancel.
Facts.
Ma'am.
Because I need you to pay me a deposit, goddamn me. If that's the case. But we're going to get into that. We're going to dedicate a whole episode, I think, to the She Shed, the hair salon.
And nails. Definitely. I love them. I get my hair done. I get my nails done.
Girl.
I'm always trying to find me a new service to make me more fine.
I don't know if that's possible, Trunk Rattler. Because you're tiptoeing on disaster.
Let me tell you something. I'm trying to keep a hold of these curves.
Okay.
When I was young, boy, I was a stone cold killer.
Hey, she's a killer. She's a track star. Hey. No, I'm just kidding.
No, for real. Hey, everybody, I know you've been enjoying everything that we have been having to offer this evening, but I want you to hold on. I want you to know that we'll be right back. She Shed Show, Season 2.
Okay. I want to say we'll be back, but we'll be back for Bar Babies Radio in a little while. She just looked at the clock. See what time it was.
That was an hour, man. That went by so fast.
It was not. We started a little bit late, so that's why I let it run over a little bit, because we started late. But look at Leslie. Look at her.
I love photos. I love videos, y'all. I know that we have spent so much time together this evening. I hope that you learned a little bit about myself. I hope you learned a little bit about Love to Jam Radio.
Hey, which you represent well.
No doubt. Thank you.
I can't wait to see the badge upon your bosom.
I will have it. I will wear it proudly too. Thank you so much for everybody joining us this evening. And shout out to True Lucky. She will be back on next Wednesday. And if you get a chance, drop us a comment. Give us some feedback. Tell us how we're doing.
Yes.
I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. for the She Shed Show, Season 2, Episode 4.
Hey.
Peace.